So, have you ever had that feeling where you suddenly get butterflies in your stomach when you're around that one person who's been really close to you ever since you met them? Like, you've shared so much with them, and your heart starts beating super fast whenever you're too close or even make eye contact? Well, duh, of course you have. I mean, anyone would have those kinds of feelings, especially when you've been hiding it for so long that it feels like you're about to explode. As for me, not really. There have been times where I've developed small feelings for someone, like a tiny crush, and I think, oh, maybe I like this person. But then the next thing you know, it just disappears. Like, you know, I was never interested in them at all. I'm not really the type of person to develop deep or long lasting feelings because honestly, I get bored of it really quickly. And just like that, I lose interest. Though there was this one time I did something very embarrassing, but I'll tell you that in a moment. So, having a crush. When someone has a crush on another person, it means they feel a strong attraction, like butterflies in their stomach. Thinking about that person a lot, wanting to be around them, maybe even imagining being in a relationship with them. And, well, a crush can happen suddenly, and it doesn't always mean love. It's more like the early spark. Sometimes people have a crush without even really knowing the person well. And yeah, it can be kind of confusing, exciting, or even frustrating, especially if the feelings aren't returned. The worst part is when they don't feel the same way and just want to be friends, but instead of being cool with it, you end up hurt and suddenly you don't even want to talk to them or be around them anymore. Like, I understand you wanted them to feel the same way you do because all you really wanted was to be with them. But sometimes things don't turn out the way we hope, and that's okay. Instead of letting the disappointment push you away, try to hold on to the friendship. Go back to how things were before the feelings got in the way. Be at peace with it and enjoy the connection you still have. Sometimes having someone as a friend is still something truly special. I asked one of my best friend online about how they felt developing feelings for someone they like, and they told me that it felt amazing to be with someone you could let your guard down to, not put on a face, and to be truly honest. They experienced dating before, but it didn't always ended well. So, I was glad I took some notes from them when they gave me an advice. Alright, so now you guys are probably waiting for me to tell my stories that will definitely make my brain stop from working from remembering each embarrassing and awkward memories I had because it's gonna give you entertainment. And yeah, you're right. Fuck it! Okay, so back in 8th grade, there was this boy, let's call him Bieber, I had a small crush on. We didn't talk much even though we sat next to each other almost every single day. Just a few small conversations here and there. But one day after PE, most of my classmates had already left, and I saw my chance to tell him how I felt. As he packed up his stuff, I walked up to him and just stand there, but completely froze. My heart was pounding, I was sweating, and no words would come out. I panicked, of course. My brain wasn't working, so the only thing I could do is. I ended up kissing him on the cheek. Wow. Before I could run, he stood up and stopped me, and then he kissed my cheek back, of course. I was stunned, thinking maybe he liked me too because, I had a crush on him. But the next day, he started spreading fake rumors about me to the whole class. He was nothing but a flipping jerk and a good for nothing liar. Turns out he was just a jerk after all. Lesson learned, don't waste your feelings on someone whose brain is the size of a peanut because I promise you, he's not worth your time. Hey, wait a minute. If you learned your lesson, then why is the video still Well, that's because I didn't, so more stories. Alright, so back in ninth grade, I met this guy in art class who seemed really nice. He asked if I wanted to have recess with him, and even though I barely knew him, I said yes. While we were talking, he suddenly confessed he had feelings for me, which of course I did not expect it at all. And he said he gave me time to think, which is really nice of him to say. Later that day, I saw him with his friends. So before I could approach him and, tell him what I was thinking, my classmate stopped me and said, he has a girlfriend. Don't even bother. I know what you're gonna do, so I stopped you. Turns out he was just a playboy looking for attention. Girls' attention. What a bitch. When he tried to talk to me, and of course, he wanted to know the answer if I liked him back, so I looked him straight in the face and said, I like girls. The next day, he completely ignored me, and honestly, I couldn't have been happier because at least I don't have to face that idiot anymore, so. But, moral of the story, take your time when it comes to feelings. There's no need to rush it. If they don't feel the same way, that's okay. If they still want to be friends, that's something worth holding on to. But if they are not treating you right, it's okay to walk away. And if they do like you back, then that's something special. You truly deserve that kind of happiness. So I suggest you should probably think about it before, confessing your feelings or doing something, like what I did back in eighth grade. So this script took a while to write and edit because I had so much stories in my mind that I wanted to animate and tell you guys, but of course I got lazy. So I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and hit that bell icon so you don't miss any updates on my next one. Alright, I'm off for a 24-hour nap now. So, Peachberry out.